Good morning, dear cadets. So yesterday I have introduced you alcohol phenol ether topic. Okay, and now what are their functional group? Okay, now what is their structure, isn't it? And moreover to this one, types of alcohol, difference of alcohol and phenol, basically difference between aromatic alcohol and phenol. All those things I taught you. Allylic alcohol, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohol, everything. Means as far as primary introduction of that topic is concerned, I have already given you enough idea. Okay, and while teaching you vinylic alcohol, allylic alcohol, benzylic alcohol, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree also I taught. There is one question in NCERT book, that is in text question. That is the page number 317. Page number 317. This is in text exercise. Classify the following as primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Okay. So here different types of alcohol is there. You have to identify this one primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now you will tell, sir, you are wasting the time. Why are you telling us 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohol? We know. Actually in this unit everything is related with these three alcohol only. 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. In alcohol, in class 12th syllabus, alcohol means monohydric alcohol, and in monohydric alcohol all three alcohols are there. 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. So it is better to understand what are 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. Of course I told you yesterday, but your knowledge will be tested here only. So classify this one as a primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So just see. First we have to see the carbon atom to which OH is bonded. OH is alcoholic functional group. Now OH is bonded with this carbon atom. This carbon atom is bonded with one more carbon atom. So this is 1 degree carbon atom. Correct or not? Alone carbon atom are bonded with one more carbon atom, that is 1 degree carbon atom. So this will be 1 degree alcohol. 1 degree alcohol or primary alcohol. Primary alcohol. Correct or not? Just you have to concentrate the carbon atom to which OH is bonded. What about this one? This is also primary alcohol only. Primary alcohol. What about this one? This is 1, 2, 3. Just try to understand. This carbon atom to which OH is bonded, it is bonded with 3 more carbon atoms. This side and this side. So what kind of alcohol this one? This is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol. Okay. Tertiary alcohol or 3 degree alcohol. Correct or not? Now what about this one? Just see. This OH is bonded with this carbon atom, and in turn this carbon atom is bonded with only one carbon atom. So this is also primary alcohol or 1 degree alcohol. What about this one? This carbon atom is bonded with this carbon atom and this carbon atom. So this is secondary alcohol. What is this one? Secondary alcohol or 2 degree alcohol. Secondary alcohol or 2 degree alcohol. What about this one? This carbon means OH is bonded with this carbon atom, and in turn this carbon atom is bonded with 2 other carbon atom. So which degree alcohol this one? This is also 2 degree alcohol. 2 degree alcohol or secondary alcohol. Or secondary alcohol. 2 degree alcohol or secondary alcohol. So we have already classified this one. There is one more question here. Identify allylic alcohol in above example. So which are allylic alcohol here? Allylic alcohol. Allylic alcohol. Okay. So just see. What is the meaning of allylic alcohol? Alcohol in which OH is bonded with sp3 hybridized carbon atom, and that should be next to the carbon double bond. So the second one is allylic alcohol. Just see, OH is bonded with sp3 hybridized carbon atom. This is next to the carbon-carbon double bond. So the second one, what about this one? Here also this sixth one, second and sixth, only two are there, second and sixth. They are the allylic alcohol. Okay. So in this way this question is over. Now IUPAC nomenclature of alcohol and phenol. So now IUPAC nomenclature of alcohol and phenol. As I already told you that ether will not teach right now. Separately will teach you ether. Okay. So in NCERT book all together means all three they have taught. Here I am teaching you alcohol and phenol because of their similarity. Ether is bit different, so separately ether I will deal. Okay. Now just see. So what is the IUPAC nomenclature format? Prefix, word root, primary suffix and secondary suffix. Okay. So just try to understand the first unit, that is the halo derivatives. So halogen always comes as a prefix. So their secondary suffix were not involved. Okay. Always remember, actually halogens are also functional group only, but those functional group will never come as a secondary suffix. They will come as a prefix. Are you getting? In the priority order also they have got the least priority. Okay. So alcohol secondary suffix is ol. Okay. And OH is the functional group. Okay. And now there are different kinds of alcohol: monohydric alcohol, dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, cyclic alcohol. Correct or not? Aromatic alcohol, they are also there. So the nomenclature of all should be discussed here. So monohydric alcohol means, just see, alkane, E should be deleted. Word root means what? The total number of carbon atom present in the chain, that is the word root. E should be deleted from the primary suffix. Word root means the total number of carbon atom present in the chain. If one carbon atom is there, so meth is the word root. 2 carbon atom eth, 3 prop, 4 but. Primary suffix tells about the carbon-carbon bond nature. If carbon-carbon single bond is there, then ane. If carbon-carbon double bond, ene. Carbon-carbon triple bond, ine. Okay. You know this one. And then means after this one comes secondary suffix. So for alcohol it is ol. Okay. So if word root and primary suffix is joined, so this is alkane. What is this one? Alkane. So E in case of monohydric alcohol, E should be deleted. What is the rule? If secondary suffix begins with vowel, then E of primary suffix should be deleted. E of primary suffix should be deleted. So what is the name? This one, alkane ol. Okay. Here already I wrote the example. We'll deal one by one. Okay. What about dihydric alcohol? Dihydric alcohol. So here secondary suffix would be diol. What is that one? Diol. And D is consonant. That is why in case of dihydric and trihydric alcohol, E will not be deleted. E will not be deleted. Okay. So they will be, what would be their name? They will be alkane diol. Alkane diol. In case of monohydric alcohol, E would be deleted because their secondary suffix is ol. And ol means it is begins with vowel, that is O. And diol is accepted as a secondary suffix for the dihydric alcohol. So D is consonant. Same is the case with triol, trihydric alcohol. So secondary suffix would be triol and T is consonant. So here also E will not be deleted. So in dihydric and trihydric alcohol, E of primary suffix is not deleted. E of primary suffix is not deleted. Always remember. So they would be alkane diol, they would be alkane triol. What about cyclic alcohol? Cyclic compounds are basically two types. One is cyclo compound, means alicyclic compound, other is aromatic compound. So as far as alicyclic compound is concerned, cycloalkane, here E would be deleted. E would be deleted if they are alicyclic compounds are monohydric. If they are also dihydric, then won't be deleted. Okay, they also become dihydric alicyclic compound. If 3 are there, trihydric alicyclic compound. So remember this one. Of course, in the NCERT book they have given monohydric alicyclic compound. So this is the theory part of this one, and whatever rules you have studied so far, now execute in a particular kind of examples. Okay, so these are the examples which are given in NCERT book. So now in these examples, cyclic alcohol is also there, dihydric is also there, trihydric is also there, and monohydric alcohol is also there. Okay, so just see, we'll begin with here. How many carbon atom is there? 1. So what would be the word root? Meth. Meth. Then single bond is there. So methanol. Okay, that is secondary suffix. Here 1, 2. Numbering always starts from that carbon atom to which OH is bonded. Correct or not? Because this is the rule of functional group. What is that one? Numbering should start from that side so that the functional group should get the least number. Least number. So here 1, 2. What is the word root here? Eth. 2 carbon atom. Eth. And between carbon what is there? Single bond is there. So eth plus ane. Okay, E should be deleted, plus ol. So what is here? Ethane ol. What is here? 1, 2, 3. What is this one? Prop. Then plus ane. 3 carbon atoms there. E should be deleted. Then ol. What is this one? Propane ol. What about this one? Just see. 1, 2, 3. You can start numbering from either side. So what is this one? Just see. Prop. Ane. E should be deleted. Ol. Now, okay. This one will deal later on. Now come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is there? 4 carbon atom. Bute. Then ane. E should be deleted. Ol. What about this one? 1, 2, 3. At 3 number OH will come. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this one? What is the name of this compound? Bute. You can write here one more thing is there. Just see. In all cases, OH was at 1 number carbon atom. That is why we have not written ethane1ol. It is understood. But just see here, you can write this one like that also. Butane1ol. Okay. Butane1ol. Okay. Now here what is there? Bute ane2ol. Correct or not? Butane2ol. This 2 is indicating the position of carbon atom to which OH is bonded. Okay. Here also please mention in this way only. This is propane1ol. Here what is there? Propane2ol. 2 number OH is there. Okay. So this is butane2ol. What about this one? 1, 2, 3. So at 2 number methyl substituent is there. So what is the name of this one? 2-methyl. Because alkyl group always comes as a prefix. So 2-methyl prop ane1ol. What about this one? Just see. 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Means you can start from either side. At 2 number carbon atom only OH will come. Now you will say, sir, better to start from numbering to this carbon atom where OH is bonded. Now try to understand, there is one rule. What is that one? Select the longest continuous chain. Okay, so if I will start numbering from here, so only 1 2 carbon atom will come. But if I am starting from here 1 2 3, select the longest continuous chain in a such a way which must include the functional group. That is the rule or not? Last year I taught. So this is 1 2 3. You can start from like that also, 1 2 3. So what is the name of this one? The name of this one is 2-methyl propane 2-ol. 2-methyl propane 2-ol. 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Correct? Is there any problem? Now what about this one? Okay, dihydric alcohol. Just see, 1 2 carbon atom is there. So word root is eth, ane, ethane. E will not be deleted because it is dihydric alcohol. Ethane 1 2 diol. Ethane 1 2 diol. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. So what is this one? Propane 1 2 3 triol. Propane 1 2 3 triol. Okay, so just see, this is trihydric alcohol. E will not be deleted here. Now just see here, this is alicyclic alcohol. Okay, so carbon atom to which OH is bonded. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, that is there. So what is the name of this one? cyclohexane-ol. Cyclohexane 1-ol. Okay, no problem, it is understood. One. Now what about this one? The carbon atom which is containing OH, that must be number 1 carbon atom. 1 2 3 4 5. So what is this one? 2-methyl cyclopentane-ol or pentane 1-ol. Okay, that is there. This is the nomenclature. Now some other nomenclature is also there, but they belongs to the phenol. So we'll write that phenol also, and some exercise is also given. We'll solve that one. Okay, so just see, the first compound is phenol. This is accepted IUPAC name. What is this one? Accepted IUPAC name. Okay, accepted IUPAC name, no problem. Now if other group or substituents is getting attached with this compound, so that will be named as derivatives of phenol. Just see here, try to understand here. Now the carbon atom to which OH is bonded, that is always one number. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. In IUPAC system, phenol is known as benzeneol. Okay, so just see here, what is the name of this one? 2-methyl phenol. Okay, I told you na, derivatives of phenol. So at 2 number methyl group is there, 2-methyl phenol. Simple, no problem. Now what about this one? This is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 3-methyl phenol. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what is the name of this one? 4-methyl phenol. Okay, so phenol, if what is there, only one OH group is there, so what would be there, the name would be phenol, and rest substituent if it is attached with the benzene ring, so that compound would be named as derivatives of phenol. Derivatives of, here you can write here write all are derivatives of phenol. This one, derivatives of phenol, derivatives of phenol. Okay, now just see here, they are a special kind of phenol. 2 OH group is there, then what would be there, both OH will be treated as substituent. They replace the hydrogen of benzene ring and get attached. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 1 2 3 4 5 6, either way you can number it, there is no issue. And what is the IUPAC name, benzene. E would not be deleted, benzene 1,2 diol, benzene 1,2 diol, 1,2 diol, correct. Means now just see how the things are changed. Here they are named as derivatives of phenol, and they are the derivatives of benzene. Okay, derivatives of benzene. Like alcohol, they are the hydroxy derivatives of alkane. And this one, dihydric phenol and trihydric phenol, these are trihydric phenol, they are derivatives of benzene, hydroxy derivatives of benzene. Here you can write hydroxy derivatives of hydroxy derivatives of benzene. Okay, this one, and they are derivatives of phenol. Okay, so this is benzene 1,2 diol. What is the name of this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6, what is the name of this one, benzene 1,3 diol, benzene 1,3 diol. What is the name of this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so what is the name of this one, benzene 1,4 diol, correct. Now these are the commercial name, like this one is catechol, this is resorcinol, this is hydroquinone or quinol, this is pyrogalol. What about this one, hydroxyquinol, this is chloroglucinol. Now you name this one 1 2 3 4 5 6, so what is this one, benzene 1 2 3 triol, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, what is the name of this one, benzene 1 3 5 triol, what is the name of this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so what is the name of this one, benzene 1 2 4 triol, benzene 1 2 4 triol. Okay, so this is the name of phenol. Okay, so just remember, if they are dihydric or trihydric phenol, then they would be named as hydroxy derivative, they would be named as derivatives of benzene, hydroxy derivatives of benzene. But if other than OH, other substituents are attached, so they would be named as derivatives of phenol. That you should remember. Okay, now some other examples are there, we'll deal with that one also, that is given in the NCERT book only. you have to write the IUPAC name of following compounds. Okay, and afterwards I will wind up as far as IUPAC nomenclature of ether and phenol and alcohol is concerned. Now just see, this is the mixed example. Here alcohol is also there, alicyclic alcohol is also there, and phenol is also there. So just see, we'll begin with this example. Just see, this is the long chain. Now numbering we should select the longest continuous chain in a such a way which must include the functional group. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now Cl and CH3, they are the substituent. So what is this one? 4 chloro, 3, 2 dimethyl, 3, 2 dimethyl pentane, 1 ol. Okay, now just see, in these three are substituent, but alphabetically who is coming first? Chloro. So it should be named first. 4 chloro, 3, 2 or 2, 3, sorry, 2, 3 dimethyl pentane, 1 ol. Pentane, 1 ol. Okay, first example. Now which is the second example? Now just see, this is phenol. Okay, what kind of derivative this one? This is derivatives of phenol. These two are substituent. So the carbon atom to which OH is bonded, that is the one number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is this one? 2, 6 dimethyl phenol. 2, 6 dimethyl phenol. Now third number, just see here. Here this is complicated example. Why complicated? You have to start the numbering from that carbon atom which must contain the functional group. You have to select the longest continuous chain in a such a way which must include functional group. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4, but this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just see, one substituent is this one and another substituent is this one. Okay, so at 2 number what is there? This is isopropyl group. This is chloromethyl group at 3 number. Correct or not? So the chloromethyl, alphabetically C is coming, chloromethyl. What about this one? Isopropyl. So this should be written first. 3 chloromethyl, 3 chloromethyl, then 2 isopropyl, pentane, 1 ol. Okay, this is the name. Third, what about fourth example? Where is the fourth example? Fourth example is here. Just see. Same way, now here also 2 hydroxy group is there. Okay, how many hydroxy group? 2. Here also OH is there, here also OH is there. So just see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 and 5 dimethyl. 2, 5 dimethyl hexane, 1, 3 diol. This is means dihydroxy alcohol. So 2, 3 dimethyl, 2, 5 dimethyl, 2, 5 dimethyl, then hex, then E should not be deleted, 1, 3 diol. Okay, this is the name. What about this one? This is easy name. Just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is this one? 3 bromo, 3 bromo, 3 bromo, cyclohexaneol, 3 bromo cyclohexaneol. Now 6 number, just see, 1 2 3 4, at 4 number this is coming, but if you are starting from this side, then 1 2 3 4 5 6, correct? Now double bond is also getting the least number. Now numbering always start from that side where functional group gets nearer. So what is the name of this one? Just see, we'll name it, this is hex, correct? Hex 1 in, hex 1 in 3 ol. Why? Just see, this is always means remember, double bond and triple bond position should be written between word root and primary suffix, while the functional group position should always be written between primary suffix and secondary suffix. Once again listen, the position of double bond and triple bond should always be written between word root and primary suffix, and the position of functional group should always be written between primary suffix and secondary suffix. So just see, this is primary suffix, this is secondary suffix, in between position 3 has come, that is indicating functional group OH, and here single double bond position is between word root and primary suffix, hex 1 in 3 ol. Okay, this is 6 number. Where is 7th number? 6 number, here also 6 number is there. Don't worry about the what to say, number, compound is important. 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is phenol, so 4 nitrophenol. What about this one? Just see here, 1, because just see, CH3BrOH, so in the priority order this is the first, so numbering should start from here, 1 2 3 4. Now just see, substituent is also there, 2 bromo, then 3 methyl, 2 bromo 3 methyl, then what is there, 2 bromo 3 methyl bute 2 ene 1 ol. What about this one? Just see, now NH2 is also functional group, OH is also functional group, but in the priority order OH comes first, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 3 amino phenol. Okay, now these are the some groups this side. Now just see, here OH and CHO, these are the two functional group attached with the benzene ring. In the priority order aldehydic group comes first, so just see, if OH is not there, what is the name of this compound? Benzaldehyde. Just like a phenol is accepted IUPAC name, similarly benzaldehyde is also accepted IUPAC name. Now OH will be substituted, means treated as secondary functional group here. Okay, and it should be written as now prefix. So what is the name of this one? Just see, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 2 hydroxy benzaldehyde. Okay, what about this one? Same is the case here also. See, this is, what is the name of this compound? Benzoic acid. Benzoic acid is accepted IUPAC name. Now OH is the secondary this is the primary functional group, this is secondary functional group, so this should be treated as prefix now. Okay, so what is the name of this one? 1 2, numbering always start from principal functional group. 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, so what is the name of this one? 2 hydroxy benzoic acid. Same is the case here also. Ketone, what is the name of this compound? This is acetophenone now. acetophenone, and this one OH is now secondary functional group. So what is the name of this one? 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is 4 hydroxy acetophenone. Okay, so in this way all IUPAC name I have completed. Okay, except ether we have to deal afterwards. So okay dear cadets, in this way IUPAC nomenclature is completed. Remaining thing will complete tomorrow. Now today I have got some other work, so we'll finish that work. Of course today duration is near about 35 minutes, but I hope that you will complete all these things. And once again I am requesting you that watch the chemistry video with great speed. What I am observing, again there is a dip in the watching of chemistry video. So I would like to request you one and all, see the video, otherwise you will be at the receiving end. Thank you.